Guess who's back? Back again. Shady's back. Tell a friend. Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Guess who's back?
Hey guys, and I'm back. I've had quite an odd, strange summer, so I haven't been on YouTube for about 2 months now, I think. But I'm back, and I've got some updates for you. First, I have been brewing over the summer. I've not been getting on YouTube because, you know, kids are home and I started a new job and, you know, just a lot of stuff and just not enough time to do it all in. Anyway, I did manage to get some brews done, 4 in fact. The first one is IPA. I'm calling it the Jolly Hopper. It came in at 4.2%. Now the beersmith suggested that it, well, told me it was going to come out at 4.8. So I'm a bit out on that one, which is a shame, but it still tastes good. And then the second one was a bitter. I'm calling it the Regiment Welsh Bitter. And that came out at 3.8%, which is exactly what I wanted. I didn't want it to be too strong with it being a bitter and all. I did a Saison style beer, which I'm calling the Welsh Farmhouse Ale, 6.1%. And that is very nice. I really like that one. And but those three were I did, they're about 2 months old now. I did them, and like I said, I was having trouble with my boil, I think. I bought the gas burner, as you all know, but I don't think it's you know, giving enough juice out. You know, I don't think the boil is as vigorous as it should be, so I'm not getting the boil off. So I'm ending up with more liquid than I should have at the end of the boil. I don't know why that is. I might consider going over to electric as opposed to the gas, because when I used the electric boiler, I was hitting my targets and, you know, everything was fine. But with that, I don't know what. Anybody else had any issues with their gas burners and the keg kettles? Give us a shout, let us know what you think. And the fourth beer, which hasn't got a label on it, and that's because it is the Idle Valley Brewing Bitter Kit. Now, again, I had trouble with the boil. Well, not trouble, I just had more volume than I should have ended up with, which left me with a 3.8% bitter again, which is fine. But it's not what Harry got on his. He was kind enough to send me a bottle of his bitter, which is here. And his came in at 4.2. The label's a little bit blurred because you didn't watch my video, Harry. Either that or you didn't do it. Anyway, it's you know, it's just got damp in the water's bled the ink, but that's fine. 4.2%. And that's going to move me on to the Idle Valley Brewing itself. I got my mash paddle. Here it is. I'm very, very happy with it. I'm so happy, in fact, that I'm not actually going to be using it to stir my mash. I'm going to use it for ornamental purposes, hanging up in my bar. It's going to look great. So I'll put that there. And along with that, I got the kit that I made the beer with. I've not tasted yet. I've not tasted it yet, and I'll tell you for why in a minute. I just shown you that, and they also sent me 3 other beers. Sent me IPA. What's that one? FFPA. I'm not sure what that is. And this one's got EC. I think it's the elderflower cider. think that's what it is. Anyway, he was kind enough to send me those beers, which I will be tasting, and I've kept them. I mean, I had them like a couple of months ago, but I've kept them because I thought I'll save them and I'll drink them on camera. And that brings me to the bitter. Now, what I wanted to do with the bitter, so I have the one Harry's made, Harry's kit, and then of course my own recipe bitter. Okay, and so I'm planning on doing a taste test of all three at the same time and see what differences are between my recipe and then Harry's recipe that I brewed to the one that he's brewed, and see what happens there. Hopefully be good results. Next, coming up, of course we're coming up to Halloween and Christmas. Christmas first, I'm going to be making a stout, Guinness style stout. I've left it a little bit late. I mean, we're already October, and you know, it's only going to give it like 2.5 months, 3 months of aging before I actually tuck into it. But you know, I am where I am, and there's not much I can do about that now. Still, I'll probably still drink some at Christmas and save half the batch for later on and see if there is a massive difference. I'm not entirely sure. This is going to be the first all grain stout I've made. I didn't make that dark hogget, but I wouldn't say it was a stout as such. It wasn't supposed to be a stout anyway, so it wasn't brewed as a stout. It was brewed as an IPA, but I put too much of the black malt in. But for the Guinness, I'm using roasted barley, and also I've got grains for another brew. I've got 4 kilo Marazzotta, I've got some Crystal, and I've got some wheat malt there as well. Loads of hops everywhere. So any ideas what I can make with that, even if I have to buy some additions to go with it, that's not a problem. But I want to get something else in time for Christmas. So if you've got any ideas, hit me up with something that I can get on in the next week or so. And that's what I've been doing up until now. So, Uncle John has been doing this one kit challenge, which I think I've just snuck in at the last minute. I did it yesterday. What day are we on? Monday. I did it Monday. And I did a Wilco's Hoppy Copper bitter kit, and I stuck some coffee in that, and a bag of sugar, and I used the malted drink. I've been dying to use that in the kit just to see what it comes out like, see if there's any, you know, see what it gives to the kit. And that's going to be my Halloween beer. Obviously, I'm going to send 2 bottles off to Jonah for the competition. I'm also going to dry hop it if I've got. It'll only be a short dry hop, probably like a couple of days, maybe a week, and then I'll need to bottle it, and hopefully 2 weeks in the bottle will be enough. But it's doubtful. I don't know. I'll decide that when actually it's finished fermenting out. See how long it takes to ferment out. If it gets done by the end of the week, I might just dry hop it with loads of hops over the weekend, and then bottle it. So it gets. I want to try and get as maximum amount of time in the bottle to condition as I can, because I don't really want it to be flat, as I've had issues with in the past. But hopefully that'll be. It's going to be an interesting one for me anyway. I've never used coffee in anything other than actually coffee. So yeah, hopefully that'll be okay. Turn out nice. I think the starting gravity was 1046, so we're looking at about 4.5%, maybe even 5 if I'm lucky. on that beer. And all I need to do is come up with a name for it, and Bob's your uncle. And that is it. Oh, Halloween. I thought I've stuck it on my Facebook page about doing a competition for Halloween. It's going to be Halloween themed. We're in the beginning of October, so we're going to have plenty of time. I'm going to run it for. I'll run it for the next 2 weeks. See when I get back, and then make the draw on the 3rd week. And then that gives me a week to get it out, so you get it for Halloween. Fingers crossed. And what I'm planning on doing is, I'll tell you what the prize will be for the first person, which I'll determine how it's going to work over the next day or two. It's going to get these 4 beers and some Fuggles. 100 grams. Leaf hops, whole leaf hops, Fuggles, 5.5% alpha. First prize. And I'm going to do a second prize where you just get the beers. Okay. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to get. It's going to be 10 questions, for the lack of a better term that I can't really think of, but they're not going to be written questions. What they're going to be is, they're going to be pictures, various pictures in each question to make a word. So you'd get like 2 or 3 pictures, you add them, you combine the names of those pictures together to make one word. Yeah. I will post an example up. And what I want you to do to enter is, you'll have to go to my Facebook page and like it. I'll put the link in either on the screen here or the more info section below. And on once you've liked it, you've got to leave a status or a comment, whatever you call it, saying, I don't know, just say Halloween comp, or Halloween competition, or enter me in the Halloween competition, something like that. Something to do with the Halloween competition, okay? And then I'm going to come up with a time frame. I'll email you, and then we'll, let's see, what should we do? Yeah, I'll email the people that want to enter, and then I'll put in that email, I'll send you the details of what needs to be done, how it's to be done. And what I'm thinking of doing is, I'm going to email you these 10, the list of 10 questions, and you'll get a time period to send me that email back with all the answers, or just the answers rather. So it'd be like 1 to 10. You just type in the answers and email it back to me within the allotted time, which I'll come up with something, and then I'll let you know how long that time period will be. It'll be a very short time period, because I don't want people like cheating or anything. Well, not that it's cheating, but you know what I mean. As quick as it's basically get it done as quick as you can, send it in, and then the winner is going to be whoever gets the most of them right in the least amount of time. Yeah, so the email will be sent out to you with the pictures, and the time will be on that, and then when you send them back, the time will be on your email, and whoever's in the shortest. In the event of a tie, it'll just be a case of throwing the name in a hat, and the first drawn wins. And that is that. Hopefully you'll enjoy the little competition. I mean, it's not totally selfless, you know. It gets me some likes on my Facebook page, and it all helps. And then, you know, because once I've got more likes on the Facebook page, I want to use it, but it's not being utilised as well as it should be. So I'm going to start putting a lot of posts on there, pictures and stuff like that. Thinking of Twitter and Instagram as well. It might just be a little bit too much. I might just stay with Facebook. I do have a Twitter account, but we'll see. We'll see how this goes. But you know, if you want to win some beers, some hops, enter the competition. Okay, guys, that's it for now, and I'll see you next week. Cheers.